Dang. Let's try that again. See, we're supposed to start this live stream at 12. We had technical difficulties getting the camera up. I'm playing around with making this all with this new banner here and this here. So, and since you couldn't hear me earlier, I made an announcement. We're going to be doing this. And Carl, you're going to like this because you're always here on these. Every Sunday, we're going to do one of these at 1 o'clock. From now on. I mean, maybe one Sunday out of the year or two we might miss. But we're going to do them. Try to do them every Sunday at 1 o'clock. So you could save up your questions. You go fishing all week. You come here and you're like, man, there's a question I could ask him. I don't know if he's going to know. You know, and if I don't know and you stump me, the next week we'll dig in, find the answer to that question, and answer your question. If you stump me. Good luck at that. But you can try. And anyway, because I have over, 30 years of fly fishing experience. Like, one of the subjects I have a question for anybody out there that can answer later, or Dennis, Carl, if you know the answer to this, is, I noticed that if I use 5X tippet and I'm fishing on a small creek, if you guys watched my last fishing video, I was using 5X, excuse me, because I was planning on only catch a teeny little, yay big, little brownies or brookies, which are native here in Pennsylvania. And so I think that's only fish that's native here to Pennsylvania. And I'm not even sure. I think they're the only native fish. Like, I found out information that a lot of the bass and stuff that we have here and the trout of how they started is when they were building the railroad, they would stock these ponds with fish in the local area with largemouth and smallmouth on the rivers so that people building the railroad could go and fish and eat. And it was a food source that would revive itself. It's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I found that out. I'm on a chat room. It's pretty neat. And go check out speaking of podcast, is one of the podcasts you might want to check out is Orvis. If you have if you have a smartphone, you can do a podcast addict or download an app for a podcast and check out Orvis's podcast. Tom Rosenbauer is amazing. I've learned so much from him, and you try and bring that information back to you for you people that don't want to watch a podcast or don't have that much time. So that's cool. Oh, and I need to make an announcement for our channel. Is we're going to start a program that if you get us a sponsor, like if you go to Orvis directly instead of me, or if you go any sponsor, or if you're a company and you know a friend has a company, like, hey man, I know how you can advertise, and he buys, we're going to be selling slots for $60 to them, and then you get $10 of the profits. Now this is what's really cool. If you would do this, if you would get excited about this, I mean, I don't know. If, let's say you got 10 of them and we got 10 people to advertise through you, that'd be $100. As long as that people keep advertising and sending us a check for advertisements every month, you'll get $10. So if you get 10 of them, that's $100 a month in your pocket every month, as long as that sponsor keeps doing it. I thought that was pretty cool. We'd offer that initiative for anybody else that wants to get involved in the channel. There's one way. And we're going to, as our channel grows and I learn more and more about the YouTube things, videos get better and everything else. Like, we want to start a business. Here's another one that you guys could check out that you can put, I would love comments about this. And Carl, you tell me what you think. Is if you're coming, let's say you're Carl, you're coming down here to fish in PA, or anybody else that's watching this later, and you get with your friends, let's say once a year, and you come to this big one here in PA is Drake Catch. It's 45 minutes from my house. It gets cars from all over the United States to fish the Drake here. Let's say you do that, and you come in here and you're going to go fish, or anywhere close to us. You're going to go fishing, and you do that once or twice a year with your buddies. we're going to offer our camera services. We'll be using the action cams and the cameras on tripods and record your day, your fishing day for you. Put it on a DVD, and any pictures you might want of that day that we took. You can get pictures of the event, send your buddies a picture, the copy of the DVD, and you record that event forever. You'll have it on DVD. So that's a business we want to get involved in. And we'll still do weddings and other stuff if you really want us to. But that is a service I have never seen anybody offer. And I think it'd be cool to be able to. I love that service. I mean, if I'm going fishing with my buddies, I only see once or twice a year. Like, I want to go striper fishing out my brother's boat. Now, I do this service, but if I was going to hire, if I didn't do videos, I'd love to hire that service to record that with me and my brother, because I only get to see my brother once or twice a year. So that's something to check out if you're into fly fishing, you know, and or any fishing. Heck, could be bass fishing on the river. We'll capture it for you. Thank you, Carl. I just thought that was the coolest service. I don't even know, to be honest with you, how I came up with the idea. I was just like, man, I bet somebody else would like their fishing days recorded too, you know? Carl, we're working on coming up with you. You're going to be on a channel. We got to come up and you guys, for the replay to watch us, Carl has a story that I got to tell everybody. It's the most amazing story of one of my subscribers I've heard, and it was amazing. So we're going to tell his story. We're going to do a collab with him, which you're going to have to check out. And if you can talk to him, get a hold of him. I have to get back to you. Carl asked me if you would come down here, what's the cost of a 3-day license? I should check into that. Carl, maybe I'll make a video on that, because that's a good question, because people coming from out of state, that'd be a cool kind of little video to make. Yeah. I have to make that video. Got a tying video of, we're going to make an attractor and invent it the day we tie it. We have no pattern. We're just going to be like, okay, we're going to take this material, put it in here, and then we're going to take it fishing. That's my new idea for. I thought that would be really cool. We're going to make the fly right in front of you. We're not going to have any idea. We're not going to plan anything. We're just going to pull the boxes out and go, okay, this will work for a tail. This will work for a body. This will work for a rib. This will work for a wing. And just go to town and make it in front of you. And a tractor, and show you how you just make a fly up and it works. You know, I want you people, I want our channel to show you that you don't have to stick to patterns, man. Patterns are boring. I did that for 30 some years. Okay, I've been fishing. I started fly tying at the local courthouse when I was 14. Now, at my 4 years in the military, I didn't fish. Which, damn it, I was in Holland and Germany. I should be smacked. But, you know, teenager, you kind of get into the women thing when you're overseas. And so, hey, Carl, can I ask you a question? Can you see the subscribe thing here and the little banner that's going across with words down here? And you like it? I think it was a pretty. I tried to add that effect to make our live streams a little more exciting. Anyway, yeah, I should have totally fished Germany when I was there, but you know. I'm sorry, I keep lighting my cigar. My cigar goes out when I don't, you know, every 5 minutes. So, Carl, what do you think about tippets? Did you ever have a tippet? Oh, what happens is, I noticed when I catch it, I was going out fishing that day with 5X to catch a little trout. I think I got off the story. And I hooked into that first rainbow, and it didn't snap the fly off. The fly popped out of its mouth, which I didn't get on camera. I thought that See, this is what I thought. When I got to the water, I had seen this hole, and it wasn't far from the road. I'm telling you, I think in the video you can actually hear the cars going by. So my idea was that everybody and their brother and sister knew them fish were there, and they've been throwing spinners and they have them spooked like hell, and that's why they're still not there. So I thought when I went down and seen them trout in that hole, I was like, man, I don't think I'm going to catch any of these anyway. So I left the GoPro up at the car. And I caught the fish. That's luck. You know, the fly came out. I was like, luck. But when I hooked in the second one, I started the phone. I was like, wow. And what I think happens is these people, you got everybody and their sister fishing the first day of trout. And this mountain stream is spring fed. I told you it was 60 degrees before I took that thermometer out. And that is what hold on, I got a comment. Oh, yes. That's just a that's just, Carl, that there subscribe button up there, that's not to subscribe to our channel. That's just, only the fish will let you subscribe. That's just a reminder thing. I've been trying to put pictures up. Like, I'm going to try over in, which would be this area, I'm going to try putting some of our videos up so you can watch some of our fishing videos while the stream's going on too. So, you know, kind of little cool things. I just tried that as the Adigan picture and the van down below. For now, I'm working on it. We'll get this, and the chat, you know, I don't think that you can actually see the chat when you do the replay. I'll have to check it out, but I'd like to figure out how you put the chat up here on the replay so you can actually see it while the live stream's going on, you know, up on the screen. Oh, it's but we're just trying different things to make our live streams look cool, because we're gonna be, like I said, we're gonna be doing it every Sunday, so we gotta get anyway. So I'm sorry about that. Back to my story. So the fish unhooked. What happened to that 5X leader is it turned into a noodle. You know, you cast it and it would all be all just, and I never seen line do that. Now, when I was younger and I used to fish, I was a diehard streamer and dry fly fisherman, and I always never stepped down to 3X. Below that, ever. I never even used 4, which probably cost me a lot of fish back then, because I don't catch the fish back then. Like, every day is a learning experience. Every time I go out into this creek and I talk to somebody who could be 18 years old. I had a kid. Here's a story I got to tell you, y'all. I had a kid school me one day on the creek. It was a bait fisherman. And it was May. And I had this creek has a lot of, and most of the bait fishermen are gone in May on this creek. It gets heavy fished and then it goes away. But there's this kid above me. In Pennsylvania, we have a lot of Amish kids, and he was an Amish kid. And I don't know if you know what that is, but anyway, he was an Amish kid. And I'm fishing dry flies. And I'm catching, you know, average 10, 12 fish an hour. And this kid's just reeling them in just as much as I am. And the fish are rising. And usually they stop, you know, bait fishing. And he had a bobber on him. Like, what the heck is this kid using? Here he took a bobber, put it 4 feet up from his hook, tied a piece of white cotton. I think it was white cotton on it. Basically all it was. On a really teeny small hook. And they happened to be hitting a light white fly almost. Like on the water that day. It was just a real light white fly. And they were taking that fly off the top of the surface as a dry fly, even with that bobber on there. I was like, wow. You know? Sorry, I missed your, no, you can't what? Anyway, Carl said, no, you can't. I don't know what that was in reference to. But, Carl, yeah, tell me what I can't do. So, I know. Make another comment. But you know, so it goes to show you that kid didn't have a pattern fly on, and he didn't stand in front of a expensive $300 vise so that he could tie a beautiful dry fly. He had a piece of cotton on a small hook. So I'm really, that after that day, and I have never, I always wanted to be like, well, I can't just stick with patterns. So when I started my channel, to get the momentum of the channel going, I couldn't just start doing that. Now that I got subscribers and people that watch my channel, I could start teaching you ways to just think of on your own. Think outside the pattern. Think outside the box. And somebody made a comment on my video not too long ago, and I think it's still up there, that sticking to a pattern on heavy fished waters seems to be, I have totally found that if you're fishing heavy pressured water in the last, I don't know, many years, that going outside of the pattern just a little bit sometimes will be just all it takes to make a fish strike. Not staying to a pattern, but like, let's say I had a guy show me a blue-winged olive one time. Oh, yeah, okay, thanks, Carl. Yeah. See, Carl, you can't live chat, and I thought that's why. I tell all you guys that are rewatching this play, I try and say in my videos how important it is to subscribers, and I'll say it again, if you haven't checked and you're watching this replay somewhere, somehow you watch it on Facebook, or somehow make sure you're still subscribed to our channel, because a lot of times it'll unsubscribe you if you don't give a thumbs up on a video or you don't comment on video. YouTube makes it think that you're a robot, and it'll totally kick you off and unsubscribe you because you're not active on our channel, and it stinks. I know I have had it happen to me. I have to go re-subscribe to many channels because it kicks me off because I'm not active on them channels, commenting all the time or whatever it is, and they think you're just a robot and kick you off. I'm losing, for example, I should have brought this up. I didn't know that I was going to talk about it, but for example, I lose 50. I gain 65 subscribers a month now, and I lose 40. So that tells me that you guys aren't subscribing. YouTube's unsubscribing you. So you got to go and make sure you're still subscribed. But anyway, the point of subscribers is we cannot put that little thing up there in live chat. We can't put links where you can get my rod and I can make money. So you go buy the rod I use, the vise I use, because I love the vise I use. I wouldn't recommend any other one. To put that in links or anywhere on our videos, I have to have 1,000 subscribers. I think live chat is 5,000 subscribers. One big one I would love to have, if I had 10,000 subscribers, when I go fishing on the creek and make these videos, I could actually take my cell phone, sit in a tripod, click live, and you could watch me fish live. But I can't do that. That option's not to us until our subscriber count goes to 10,000, which I say is ridiculous to me. That's retarded. But anyway, yeah, you have it. It's dumb rules. Sorry, I shouldn't say the other word, but it's dumb rules, and that's the way it is. So when I tell you that how important subscribers are, that's why. It's very important. The stuff I can offer you on our videos and the stuff we can do with our channel, the more subscribers we get, the more stuff we can offer to you. Now YouTube has made it less important to subscribers as getting view time on my videos. My videos have gone up in view time, people watching our videos longer, staying on our channel a lot longer. All that's good, but still the subscriber count means so much on getting benefits. Now let's go back to fishing. So yeah, you got to check out this fly. I'm just going to come up with it. You know, I'll just sit here, go through my boxes and be like, okay, I'll use this for a tail, this, pull the materials out and say, here it is. Here's how you do it. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Little daughter had to come in and get a cat. He's meowing. Yeah, I love animals. I got 2 parrots and 3 cats. But anyway, what else could I say about? I know our videos, which was really weird. We've had a second year active. I think our channel has been active for 3 years, but the first year we didn't do nothing on it. Last year we actually started the winter, so it'd be 1 year, full year this winter where we actually been working on our channel and putting out a lot more videos. I think the first year or 2 we only had 10 videos on it. So we're growing, and you guys are helping us grow. We already up to $50 value for every video we post, which is amazing, and that's all because of subscribers. And what's really important, and I tell you this too, is likes. The more you interact with a video, that number goes up, which is crazy. It's because you guys are interactive. It shows the community that, you know, hey, this channel is don't have many subscribers, but man, they really comment. They make a lot of comments. They like the videos a lot. They repost the videos. They keep people on YouTube. It's cool. So is there any questions you guys have for me? Carl, give me a fly fishing question you might have. Oh yeah, check this out. Speaking of that, Carl, I started, and I have to work on it yet because I lost my phone, and I have to go buy a new phone. Right now, I don't have the cash for it, you know, so it's going to be a while till I get my phone back. But a good phone. But I did a, I'm going to start a live show. Like when you can go on there, and it lets you know when we go live, and we'll set that up, and that'll be recording live every time we tie a fly. So you'll on YouTube, you'll only be able to get the video once it's edited and put together, but on that medium you'll be able to watch us tie it live. It's pretty cool. So there you go. That'd be Dennis. Oh, now I see. Yeah. If you're watching this replay and it didn't bore you by now, now we're talking a little bit about fishing. Hopefully you're watching it. Carl said it's too bad we can't get more tires involved. My email is everything fly fishing YouTube, capital E, capital F, everything fly fishing YouTube at yahoo.com. That's my email. Now, all you gotta do is take your phone or whatever you use as a recording device. If you record with your phone, try and get it full screen. Record a tying video, and I will put you on our channel. He says we need more guest tires. We need more people that at least, you know, if you want to be on our show, but you don't want to start your own YouTube, you know, and trust me, I don't recommend it. It's a lot of work to keep, you know, videos going. So if you don't want to start that, because you don't want to have many people see your videos, you can send it to me. I'll give you the credit, and we'll show you. You can go check it out. We have guest stars. I think Carl was even on there. as a guest tire, and another guest tire, which he has really cool stories. Make sure you check out that video. I'll put a link here in the replay or something. But check out that video. It was pretty cool, and the story he has to tell. But you could come on here and send us videos, and we can have you a guest tire. And I know we're talking not much fishing, but now in this video or Sunday, I know it's going to be a lot easier for you, a lot of you guys, to be with us live on a Sunday. Make sure you save your questions so that we fill up. I can answer your questions. It gives me more to talk about. You know, I do a lot of my talking and explaining things I have to tell you on videos. So when I come on a live stream, it's kind of harder for me to, you know, pop up with an idea. Because if I pop up with an idea, it's things I want to talk about. Usually I do it in a video. Or flies I want to cover. I gotta light my cigar again. And another thing I have to say about is these fish that hit strike indicators, that try and golf my strike indicators. I think I'm gonna soon super glue a freaking hook to my freaking strike indicator. And it's kind of rough using a dropper every time. You need to come up with a way you could tie a fly and use it as a strike indicator, but it can be moved up and down for water depth. That's what we need to do. We need to come up with a way we can take our dry fly, move it up and down the leader for different water depth. That way when the fish comes up, eats it, we catch them on the dry. Yeah, that's right. Carl said he tied the Griffith snat. That's right. Hey, hello, Colin. Colin Daneberger. I think that's it. Welcome to our chat. Do you have any fly fishing questions? Anything you want to talk about? So yeah, what do you think, Carl? Any ideas of how we can turn dry flies into strike indicators so we can reset depth? Because I am tired of freaking fish eating my strike indicator. There's got to be a way we can make it happen that we catch fish when they do something stupid like that. And another thing is I want to talk about, it's very important, is water temperature. It's August, going to be August soon. Really hot temperatures outside. But now, don't get too bummed out about this because there's still water you can fish. You can find a nice spring creek that the water, you can fish all summer long. If the water temperature doesn't go above 65 degrees, you can fish all summer there. See, that's what you need to do, is you need to search out that cold spring-fed water, you know. One in our area is Slate Run. Collins says you tie. Right on. Do you watch, you subscribe to watch our tying videos? Are you advanced tire? Would you be interested in being a guest tire on our channel? So you need to, anyway, back to the, you need to find water that stays cold. And there's creeks in our area, like the last video I did. We will be able to fish that creek and find them little pocket waters all summer long. That water never gets too warm to fish because it's all spring fed all the way up the mountain. If you find creeks like this, you can fish all summer long. But if you're going to go to any other bigger bodies of water, or even when you go to these small creeks, make sure the water temperature is cold. Take a thermometer with you. I used it had a suction cup on it. You suck in the inside of a fish aquarium. I just took the suction cup off, put it in a plastic container, wrapped it up in toilet paper so that it wouldn't break. Yeah, Colin. Right. Um here's the problem. Some of your strike indicators, um I just started using, I can't think of the company that makes them, but my strike indicators, if you could take and put a knot and loop it around and put the hook in, loop it around like you do a thingamabobber. Here's my problem with them, is they put a kink in your leader. So you're going to have a kink every time you move it. You see what I'm saying? I totally stopped using. My leader lays down in them and has a screw on top and it screws down, and that's what holds us from slipping. It does not kink the leader in any way. And I don't like the ones that kink your leader. So you'd have to come up with a way to move that. I don't know. Yeah, I know how you could use it, as he says, using a foam hopper. Basically, you're using it as a dropper. You're just hooking a dropper on and your nymph. I know that, how to do that. And you can move it up and down, but you'd still kink your leader, I think. Unless you have another idea. I don't, that's how it sounds like to me. I use, which I'm about to do, uh, really soon, is do a class on hoppers. And yes, a hopper pattern like Joe's hoppers or any grasshopper pattern works really well uh, as a dropper rig. Another thing is all black crickets. If you're fishing small enough creeks, you could use even a flying ant and do a really teeny little, like that one we covered, Psycho Prince, really in a size 20 or something. Put on the bottom of that. Hmm. I had the toothpick idea. I had, now this is, gosh dang, that's 6 years ago. I had that uh a strike indicator. Was like that. You put the strike indicator on, you pull the toothpick out, and it was a little foam round thing, and you stuck the toothpick in. Uh, I didn't like them either. I mean, I'm not. That's my personal opinion. I mean, you can try everything. I highly recommend you try thingabobbers, every strike indicator you want, because everybody's opinion is different. Don't. I never wanted you to think that I tell you something and that's what you should do. You should try. I tell you, you should check out everything. Maybe you should be a pattern person, or maybe you should try your own flies, or everybody has their own opinion, and what I say, just in my opinion. But I tried the toothpicks would fly out, or it would still kink the leader, and that's why I stopped using them strike indicators. There's also claw strike indicators that work in the same. You kind of make a loop and put them in, and you can move them too. But then again, kink leader. So I mean, some people fish with 5 different rods. I'm not that kind of person either. So, maybe you'd have one that you would have set for 2 feet depth, and most of the water you fish is at that depth, so you can put your strike indicator and not mess with it, you know? And it doesn't matter if it kinks it. So, I don't know your situation and everything. Just check out for your situation what's better in your water. So, I mean, to have some of the flies I work ain't going to work in your house, in your backyard, because that's why I say patterns are always the best idea. Check out which picks the fly up off the water and look and try and figure out materials that would match that. And he says about bait floats, Colin. I'm not quite sure what a bait float is. The whole thing, the reason why I don't know what bait float is probably is because I haven't put a worm or a wax worm on anything on a hook in probably 25 years. Probably at least 25 years. So I don't know what a bait float is, but there's an idea. If you guys watch this later, I'll read you the whole comment. It says, I use bait floats as my indicator and use a toothpick to stop the bait float from moving. So there's an idea. I don't know what a bait float is. Sorry. But you guys that do, there's an idea. Sounds like a great idea. I don't know. See, there again, that's out of my knowledge of what it is. But I use the kind that don't kink your leaders because I fish, let's say Penns Creek. If you're fishing the end of the tail where they stay in a lot, it could be 2 feet, and then you can move up to the pool of water and it becomes 5, 6 feet. It's amazing the water depths we have in a lot of the creeks in my area where, you know, it goes from really a foot to 4 feet and all that kind of stuff. You have such a variety in depth, water depth. You don't want to be moving that strike and kinking your leader that much. Now, if you fish on water, the water depth's a lot, then, like I said before, that wouldn't matter. But thanks for the call, Colin. Thank you for the subject. That was great. New Zealand strike indicator. Not sure. What is a New Zealand strike indicator? That's a cloth one, ain't it? I tried them. I didn't like them either. Like I said, though, you try everything out. Here's an example. I practiced over the winter getting into this Euro nymphing. And I tried. All right, Colin, you send me a link and I'll check it out. I'll check the strike indicators out. Maybe we'll do a episode on them or a video on them. Yes, I've tried a lot of different strike indicators and I didn't like them. Oh, back to Euro nymphing, sorry. I tried Euro nymphing, and Euro nymphing, a lot of people will use, they call it cider, or it has like it's like a loop, like, you know, show you loops like this, almost like a spring, almost like one of them retractable things you put around your net. It's like that, and then you tie that in, and then you tie about 6 inches, then your tippet ring, and then your flies, and you do the whole Europe. And that cider is when that spring straightens out, you can see the strike. I took a piece of spider wire braided line that was like 50 or 60 or something pound test and tied in there, and it was green, and that was my cider. And then I didn't really need it, and I felt when I was going down, keeping the high stick in it, I had so much feel to that fly that if that fly paused or got caught in anything in any kind of way, I could just set the hook. I didn't see the reason to use the cider, but a lot of people, that's how they tell you to do it. See, there's, for example, I wouldn't use a cider, but they say it works. I don't see what you would need one for. But then maybe it's just I'm new at it, and later on I'll say, hey man, I wouldn't fish without a cider. But yes, Colin, you can send me that link and I'll check them out. I'm always up to new ideas, man. I love comments when you guys be like, hey, check this out. I got this idea. And them comments are awesome. So always leave them comments. In this video right now, on the replay, leave some comments. That'd be awesome. Anybody live right now? We got 4 people watching. Any of you guys have any fly fishing questions I might be able to answer? I started this live stream and I got stumped already. I didn't know what what the heck was that? Bait something. Let me back this up and get a question. A second here. A bait float. I didn't know what a bait float was. So, yeah, no idea what a bait float was. So I got stumped already, but somebody's saying using a bait float is a strike indicator. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, well then I'll use this chance to talk about our channel. I think we're gonna soon go back to construction, but we haven't. So I pray for our channel that I don't have to go to a plant and to work where I don't have off in the winter to make videos, or rain days to make videos, because that's kind of how we got to do this. So if you have any interest in our channel and making sure nothing happens to it, we have a GoFundMe. You can watch it in the video, or a link below this video, or a link to below all of our videos coming up, and that will help us make it through the winter so we don't have to shut it down and all that stuff. Keep our channel alive. So if you have any interest in that, go check that out on the replay and the links. And so thank you if you're considering this. But now, back on to, let me see if there's anything else we could talk about in our video. Nothing I can come up with right now. Besides that, we hope we soon get people who want to advertise on our channel. Oh, once we start getting advertisers on our channel too, we'll get rid of the pop-up ads. You don't have to get out of them anymore. We'll have one ad. So if you're the first company, you'll be the only person advertising on there. Right now, we like to keep the ads on because it keeps YouTube recommending, because they make money, so they recommend our videos. We take them ads off, then we can recommend our videos anymore. So it'll be up to our community, you guys, to keep us alive then. So I'm still trying to think of the name of that thing. Periscope. Sorry. There it is. We will put a link soon to our Periscope where you can watch us tie our flies live. And we will also be using Periscope to record along the creek if we can. We'll see how that works out. It's a new platform we're checking out. So if you subscribe to, I'm pretty sure it's Everything Fly Fishing on Periscope. We'll start putting a link in our videos and down below, a link to our Periscope, that you can watch our videos as we tie flies, which is pretty cool. And there'll be a lot of raw footage, you know. It'll be more like one of these, you know. It won't be editing. So if I make a mistake and I swear, you'll be seeing it on Periscope. Trust me, I've messed up a fly and I'm like, no way can I use that for a video, and I've threw it away or yelled and threw it in the garbage and started all over and make a lot of mistakes. Didn't start the recording and tied the whole flies. But I've lost footage on videos on creeks. It happens. It's an all learning experience doing this YouTube thing. And the only reason I started this, I want everybody to know the reason why I started YouTube, just to help other fishermen out. And hopefully if I help one person out, which I think we have already, helped one person out learn to tie flies or catch more fish, that's all that matters to me. That's all the reason I started it. You know, if there's not enough interest in keeping our channel alive, and I have to get another job, and we don't get down to 2 videos a week, that's okay. I'm still teaching you. There's still my videos out there, so you know, works. That's the only reason is if I taught one person something, I did my job. Even if YouTube dies tomorrow and one person learned from all this time, I'm happy. Oh, Carl asked me what Periscope is. I have to exit out of all this after this live stream and go check it out. And I'll try and put the link on the replay. So if you go back into this video later, there should be the Periscope link below. Yes, I do. I do. Thank you. I knew I need to do a woven body fly. Yes, I do. We'll be getting into them. The more that we're going to start doing more realistic patterns too, like the woven body nymphs where they have the shell and the legs. Yeah, we're going to get into more of that kind of tying. I mean, after I started tying them golden stones up, things work. The live legs golden stone fly is amazing. Okay, thank you, Colin. I'll check that out. Check my messenger for that. Thanks very much. You liking the woven body flies? Exactly what kind of material do they weave in the body? Is it a rubber? Is it like a non-hairy Chanel? They use yarn. What kind of material, Carl, are you using to tie a woven body fly? So, well, we're going to go back and our live stream is about over. We like to do it. We got about 10 minutes left. At the end of this video, if you're still with us, there'll be link. I'll be putting the videos up at the end on the replays. You can see playlists and videos from earlier in the week, and you know, like always, you can click on the fish to subscribe. And subscribers are very important. If you've been watching this whole video, we've explained reasons why. Carl says he uses thread from needlepoint to make the woven body nymphs. Right on. So we'll have to check that embroidery thread. Yep, we're gonna have to get one of them made, Carl. I been tying necklaces. When I was younger, I tied hemp necklaces for all people in my family, and that's the same knot. It's the exact same knot I tied then. Colin, I went fishing with Thunder Creek minnow. I use that for bass and pan fish. Thunder Creek minnow. That's one I'm gonna have to look up. See how you tie that. Oh, there was one that everybody keeps telling me is the best bass fly. What the heck was that thing called? Sneaky Pete. The Sneaky Pete. For the life of me, if you can tell me how to tie a Sneaky Pete, that would be great, and I will definitely do a video on it because I cannot find on the world on there how to tie Sneaky Pete. I've just got into bass fishing. I've only done it last year a little bit, and this year we're doing it a very little bit. We're going to get into it more. Excuse me. Because we don't have a boat, so we're not into doing it on the creeks. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get boats and get into it more and more as time goes by. But yeah, I have no idea how to tie Sneaky Pete, and I've been wanting to cover that fly. Can't find that one on the internet on how to tie it anywhere. But Thunder Creek minnow, we'll have to look that one up and see if we can. We'll have to go back into this live stream later and look that one up. I'll tell you what, when I'm going out streamer fishing, the reason why in the last 2 years, all I've used is the white SOB. And I do a video, I think it's called the best streamer pattern ever or something like that. And I tie the white SOB. And I might have to do another video on it and bring it to you guys again. It actually got us in a book that comes out in the fall. I think they cover 250 flies. All the money goes to charity if you buy the book. Of course, I'm going to put a link and tell you where you can get the book, because all the money the tires that put flies in there, don't get any money towards it. It all goes to charity. And when I get my copy of the book in the mail, I will show it to you. It's supposed to be coming out this fall. And that fly is amazing. It seems so stupid when you see it. It looks like a big ball of fluff. But that fly kills them. And I highly recommend you go back, watch that video, tie them up, and try that streamer. Because of years of streamers, that's what I did. I tied Clouser minnows and all kinds of streamers. But when I came up with that white SOB, I stopped using. That's basically what I have. That and woolly buggers. That's the two streamers I use for bass, panfish, trout. They're just, them two streamers is all I really felt I need. But I want to get into more broader tying of different flies and bringing them at least to you. So I'll have to check that one out, Thunder Creek Minnow. But I will check that one out. But Colin, you got to go check out that white streamer that we tied. Check it out. You'll recognize it's got, I think it's in the thousands of views now. Yeah, I tied that. I've tied that in a size 12 streamer hook. Or no, 14 streamer hook. Really teeny. And they've worked. Carl says, won't allow me to post web links. Huh. Carl said that and Colin said that. Post web links. I'm not. Who won't allow you to post web links? Anyway. Some of the other things I check out, try and keep on top of the competition fly tires, because they seem to come out with cool flies that work really well. I could try and stay on top of them so I could bring you them flies as well. But this year, this winter, unless we have problems with keeping the channel up. Oh, yes. They won't. No. No, you got to go either in, I think, the community tab on here, or a video, an older video. Now, if you guys post anything, even if you, first video I ever made, there's a little bell up at the top of my channel that every time somebody says anything on any video I've ever made, it comes up there. So if you just go and post on any video, that will come up in my feed there, and it'll be, you post on the first video I made or the last one I made, or you make comments on any of my videos, and I will get them the day you make them. Thanks, man. Colin says he needs to get PA quick. You're awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. That's great compliment. Yeah, you need to get PA and hire us to videotape it for you. I have to work on what I think a whole day of video recording is worth. How about all you guys? There's 4 people watching. We got a little over 4 minutes left to go. How much should I charge for me to record you, make your DVD, take pictures, and make a DVD and pictures of your event on the water per day? Now that would be, what would we call it? 8-hour day. Let's say 8-hour day. How much do you think I should charge to make a DVD of your fishing day? We have 2 action cameras going on, a regular camera, How much do you think I should charge that to do that per day? You tell me. If you're watching this replay, leave a post down below. And because we're going to start this like now. I got to go to a website. I think I'm going to use Wix. If you have any ideas for websites I should use, I'll start the website, link it so you can buy this feature, and an email address, or, hey, if you're interested in it and you're watching this video, our email address is capital E, everything, capital F, fly fishing, YouTube, all small letters, at yahoo.com. That's capital E, everything, capital F, fly fishing, YouTube, all small letters, at yahoo.com. There's my email address. You're interested in us recording you. You're coming anywhere. Tell me where you're going to be fishing, and we'll discuss if I could come to you. Maybe if I have to go for a ride, I'll just charge extra money. But if we'll record your fishing day, you come up with a price down below. All of y'all, anybody watching this video, you help us set a price of what we should charge. Colin, you went to Iowa and it cost you about $40 non-resident fishing license. Wow. For one day? So don't forget, make sure you comment. Tell me how much I should charge. I won't start that service tomorrow. You want to come to PA tomorrow? Want me to record your fishing day? We can do it tomorrow. We can do it through emails or PayPal or whatever. Get a hold of me. And somebody, tell me how much you think I should charge. I don't get a hold of me though if you want me to do a wedding, because I don't have the best. I mean, I wouldn't want to. Pictures aren't going to be that good, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure I can do it and get great pictures, but weddings is a whole different ball game. We have action cams. We don't want us recording your wedding on action cams. Which way we're going to start another company, kind of like GoFundMe, but it's all about people getting involved in supporting a business, and that we're going to try that out too. So, okay, see, we got our hour in this live stream. We talked not much about fishing, but hey, make your comments below, or wait till this Sunday at 1 o'clock and ask us then. Nice hanging out with you guys, Carl, Colin, and thank you for your comments. And Colin, thank you for the comments on the strike indicators. This was a lot of fun. I love doing these. So I'm looking forward to every Sunday at 1 o'clock. See us this Sunday. You all have a great day.